Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Breath of the Wild. It's time at last for us to get Vah Naboris, which is variously accounted for as one of the harder divine beasts, and and frankly, I think it's mostly Thunderblight Ganon, of course, and I think it's a little bit more puzzly than the others. It's got a few more. It's not hard like full stop, but it is a little bit more like it requires a bit more brain power out of you. So I think we'll do all right, but yeah, we do have to keep that in mind. And I ask that you be patient with me. Oh, I don't know what that was, but I hope it didn't show up. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, oh well, I tried. That one's particularly annoying to get, but I don't think it was terribly important. Frankly, I'm a little bit more bummed about the 2 arrows I wasted. Oh well, it's not a big loss. Oh, I, I totally forgot that I need to get the map. So let's go and work on that. Yeah, you know the thing that I just said about it requiring more brain power out of you? Well, off to a great start already. I forgot to get the map. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, so now we can proceed on with the rest of the Divine Beast. Hello, and goodbye. The Divine Beast puzzles in Vah Naboris never, like, stick in my brain quite as well as they do for the other ones. I think probably because they are slightly more complex. Oh wait, those two are connected, so, oops, I didn't mean to do that one thrice. There we go. Um, so yeah, I might fumble myself around a little bit more here than in the other one. It's the same thing for Varudania. It just doesn't stick in my head quite so much. But that one, I think I enjoy it less, so it doesn't want to stick in my brain as well. I don't hate it, but I would be hesitant to say I like it either. So, oh well, they can't all be winners. To be perfectly honest, I felt like the Divine Beasts in general were a bit, I don't want to say bad, but I feel like they left a little bit to be desired, and they weren't up to what I would normally expect out of a Zelda dungeon. Uh, which, I mean, is... That's not right. That's not right. I did this wrong. Okay. Well, that sucks. Um, so, like, they're not terrible, but I feel like they're just not... They're not like Zelda dungeons. And in a way that's not... It's not like they're changing it up and that makes it good. They kind of... They took away some of the things that made dungeons good. In my opinion. I can't really quantify that. Oh, I meant to jump. Link, you dingus. Yeah, so like I can't really say exactly like, oh yeah, it's just this one is worse than the water temple because of X, Y, and Z. It's just like it's very much missing a certain je ne sais quoi. And I think it's mostly because, hold on. I think partially it is because the puzzles are less complicated. So, like, the puzzles are less complicated and just, in general, less fun to solve, I think. Uh, ooh, can I make that jump? Yes, okay, good. And, yeah, honestly, the Divine Beasts are one of the big criticisms that I have about this game. And even then, it's not so much as like, oh yeah, this game is bad because the Divine Beasts are bad. It's just like, if you're gonna screw something up, the something like this is something you don't want to screw up. And die. And it's kind of unfortunate that they did, to be honest. Ugh, whatever, I don't care. And so, like, that being said, I feel like there's something here. You know, like a smaller, loose collection of puzzles rather than a giant, overarching temple. It's like, I don't know, they could have done something pretty neat with this, probably. But I feel like maybe they dropped the ball a teensy little bit. But overall, I would say that, like, the Divine Beasts are such a small part of this game that it's just not even enough to offset just like how cool everything else is in my own view. And that does seem to be the general consensus from what I've seen in the general discourse about this game. That does raise the question of, would I prefer classic Zelda dungeons to this small puzzly style? And I am always of the opinion that something could be done well, even if the only example I have is one where it's not. So I fully feel like if they really wanted to, Nintendo could pull this off. But they didn't here, and I guess we'll see what happens in Breath of the Wild 2 whenever that comes out, which might not even be until next year, maybe. I really don't know what's up with that, but okay, where do I want to go now? I actually don't remember. I know we can maneuver around the humps here. So I guess I kind of danced around my own question there. I would much rather prefer the old style, like classic Zelda style dungeons. And just because I feel like that's Nintendo's bread and butter, they know what they're doing. And I also feel like it gives a bit more of an atmospheric coherency to it, because it's like, it really feels like it's one place that was designed for the purpose of keeping you out, basically. Or at least well defended. And as opposed to these, where it's like, this is just supposed to be a weapon, right? Its sole purpose is to just shoot a gigantic laser beam at Ganon and his cronies. So why does it have puzzles in it? You know what I mean? Whereas in temples, a lot of the times, Zelda temples are canonically, like in the story, they're hiding something. They're protecting something. And so it makes more sense that they would have a lot of treasures and puzzles to ward off travelers that don't find it worth their while. So I feel like that's more of a design about the games overall, though, which is why I'm still hesitant to say it cannot be done in this style. Oh, nice. I didn't mean to walk that far. So it could definitely be done if they basically build the story up, I guess you could say, in more of a classic Zelda style. But as it stands, there's this weird disconnect with the shrines and the divine beasts and things like that I just find a little, maybe not off-putting, but just like it it tickles something in the back of my brain, you know? It's not quite right. Can I kill this? I want to kill this. I can kill this. What? Now I can kill this. I need health. I need to cook those durians. I forgot to do that. Okay. So, why did I want to raise this thing up? Is there a thing? There is not a thing. Why do I care about this? I'm not sure. So, I'm not going to worry about it just now. Ooh. Treasure chest. Is this worth it? Sure, I'll take it. Oh, hello. Cool. And another terminal. Hooray! Two more, I think? Yep, two more. Thank you, Urbosa. Well, while we're here, might as well grab that. I was planning to cheese it if need be and just grab, put one on and then use swords and stuff for the other one, but none of that is necessary, apparently. Cool. And trying to remember where the last one was. I think it's inside the main thing. Yeah, the main cabin, I guess. But oh, I know which one it is. It's the one that's in the cage that I don't remember how to get to. Yikers. So I'll have to figure it out then. Okay. So here's the cage. Okay, I think I figured out how to get to it now. I think. I hope. Sometimes it's the first solution you try, right? Ha! Excellent. I love it. Alright. And then we get to go and fight Thunderblight Ganon. Okay. Let's see if I can get it first try. I'm hoping so. But I do think of the Blights, Thunderblight is the most obnoxious, just because it has so many ways it can stun you and knock your weapons away and slow you down and things like that. So I'm feeling pretty good. We've been doing pretty well so far. So it'll be great. Uh-oh. I just realized I forgot to take pictures of the Blights. I'm not too concerned about it. Will do. Thank you, Urbosa. Okay. Will do. Whew. Easy. Camera issues aside. Ah, dang it. Oh! Why did you crouch, Link? Stop it. Just break through. Come on, second phase. Just get it in. Okay, good. Phase 2. Okay, so I'm going to need Magnesis. Uh-oh. Come on. Yes! Get it? Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh, that was way closer than I would have liked. Come on, kill it! Oh my goodness, first try. And yet Water Blight killed me twice. What's up with that? Why am I intermittently good at this game? It's fine though. We did it. Give me that heart. Excellent. And we didn't actually take all that much damage in that fight. I'm quite pleased with the way that went. I only had to deal with the pillars thing once, which is quite remarkable as far as I'm concerned. Normally I have to beat it. I usually have to get at least 2, sometimes even 3, before I kill it.
Sabía que lo conseguirías, Link. Liberaste mi espíritu después de 100 años y recuperaste el control de Naboris. Eso significa que llegó la hora de terminar lo que empezamos. Las Gerudo no dejamos las cosas a medias.
It's a good attitude to have.
Esta vez sí llegarás al castillo de Hyrule para acabar con Ganon. Y yo pienso hacer mi parte con toda la fuerza de Naboris.
Actually, that's gonna be me. Sorry.
Sí, te tengo un pequeño regalo. Te entrego mi poder, la temible ira de Urbosa. Prepárate para recibirla. A ti y a la princesa, sé cuánto les afectó lo que nos pasó a los campeones. Pero no había forma de evitarlo. Quiero que quede claro. Dile que no tiene la culpa de nada. Que no se preocupe por mí. Y que estoy muy orgullosa de ella.
She's doing well. Not gonna lie though, it seems like being dead isn't all that much of an inconvenience.
Y de paso, salva a Hyrule.
Will do. Thank you, Lady Urbosa. I don't know which language I prefer, English or Spanish. I think I prefer English slightly more for Urbosa, and with Riju, which I think is almost like trivial because if I remember correctly, it's the same actress for Riju and Urbosa. But I may have that mixed up in my head. But I think similarly to Rivali, I think the English version just kind of captures her personality a little bit better. Or at least that's how I see it. How structurally sound are those legs to be able to support its weight like that? Like when they're folded up? That effect is really cool. I like the lasers.
sabia de la tribu Gerudo aclamada por las leyendas.
Does make me wonder how powerful those lasers are, though.
Bestia divina nombrada en su honor, también formas parte de la leyenda. Hace 100 años, nos dejamos vencer muy fácilmente por ese ser. Pero esta vez, correremos con mejor suerte. Dicen las leyendas que Ganon perteneció a nuestra tribu en una época pasada. Por eso mismo debemos enfrentarlo con todas nuestras fuerzas. Nadie mancha el honor de las Gerudo.
I mean, he killed you. I figured you're beyond the point of taking it personally.
Porque cuando Link se enfrente a él, se arrodillará ante nuestro poder. Espero impaciente que llegue ese momento.
You know, I would think wearing short skirts would be rather inconvenient living in a gigantic plain like the Gerudo Desert is. But it is surrounded by mountains on all sides, so maybe it's not that big a deal. Although I certainly would think that heels would present a problem, which seems to be pretty standard for the Gerudo. Yay, Urbosa's Fury! That will make Lionel's that much easier. Which, in retrospect, maybe I should have just snuck around that Lionel before and just come back when we had Urbosa's Fury. But we have it now, so we now have 3 of the 4 Divine Beasts back under our control and 3 of the 4 champion abilities. So, excellent. I'm thinking after this we're going to take a rather circuitous route back up to Eldin. I want to get the last of the towers. I think we have 2 left. 3 left, excuse me. And I want to, you know, get those towers and get some shrines along the way and explore around, and then we'll head up and get Daruk's protection. And so, yeah, I think it's probably not going to take us more than like 3 episodes of just wandering around and enjoying the landscape, things like that. But that's very speculative on my part. I have no idea how long it's going to take. But in any case, it's going to take other episodes. So until then, I will see you later.